Hello and welcome to another episode of Child Abuse Awareness with Darlene J. Clark. Be a part of the solution instead of part of the problem. Hello, everyone that's here right now. I appreciate y'all. Hello, Chris. It's so good to see you. I appreciate you so much. Let me go down to the copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is the use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips a balance in favor of fair use. In Matthew 18, verse 10, said, "Whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, that he were drowned in the depth of the sea." Matthew 18, verse 10, "Take heed that ye despise not one of these little ones. For I say unto you, that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven." So make sure to put trigger warning down here. Trying to get that off of there. The Bible verse keeps clicking back on. Trigger warning here. Hello, Eric, and hi, Danielle. Thanks for coming. I appreciate y'all for coming as well. Without further ado, I decided to look some things up around the Kansas City, Blue Springs, Missouri area. That's what I found that one yesterday with that teacher that was only given 2 years. That's enough to make anybody angry. Here's another case where Gerald Smith from Kansas City, Missouri, sentenced to 35 years for child sex crimes. Without further ado, let me present the screen to show y'all the facts. This is before the case, before the conviction. Before he was sentencing. Judge convicts Kansas City man after young child was found naked on the road. Y'all see that? A young child was found naked on the road. Okay, this was posted September 1st, 2024, but that's not when it happened. This is the culprit right here, Gerald Smith. There he is right here. A Jackson County judge last week convicted a Kansas City man of a series of crimes against a young child who was found naked in the area of Brush Creek in 2019, according to Jackson County prosecutor Gene Peters Baker. Gerald Smith was convicted by the judge of statutory sodomy in the first degree, assault in the first degree, and endangering the welfare of a child. According to court records, police were dispatched September 13th, 2019, to the area Blue Parkway and Lawn on a reported found juvenile. The caller told responding officers that he had seen a naked girl in the middle of the road. Officers found the girl. The girl was transported to a nearby hospital for treatment. Kansas City Police Department detectives used video, cell phone records, and other data to pinpoint the defendant. In April 2020, detectives were notified that the defendant's DNA was found on the child victim. The defendant will be sentenced on October 31st, 2024. So now let's go to the sentence. Please give hearts for this little girl. They're not going to say her identity. They need to keep that private for the protection of the little girl and the privacy. So here's the November the 8th, 2024. He is sentenced to 35 years in prison for his child sex convictions. A Kansas City man was sentenced to 35 years in prison for a series of crimes against a young child who was found naked in the area of Brush Creek in 2019, Jackson County Prosecutor Gene Peters Baker announced today. Would announce them. Gerald Smith was convicted of statutory sodomy in the first degree, assault in the first degree, and endangering the welfare of a child. He was sentenced today to 20 years on the statutory sodomy conviction and 15 years on the assault in the first degree conviction. Those were sentenced to run consecutively for a total of 35 years. The endangering the welfare of a child conviction was sentenced to 7 years and was set by the judge to run concurrently to the assault conviction. According to court records, police were dispatched on September the 13th, 2019, to the area of Blue Parkway and lawn on a reported found juvenile. The caller told responding officers that he had seen a naked girl in the middle of the road. Officers found the child. The girl was transported to a nearby hospital for treatment. Kansas City police detectives used video, cell phone records, and other data to pinpoint the defendant. In April 2020, detectives were notified that the defendant's DNA was found on the child victim. The prosecutor's office has made every effort to protect the identity of the victim, and I hope that and pray that each one of y'all do the same as well. If y'all find out who it is, please do not get it out there. Please respect this child's privacy. Assistant prosecuting attorneys Harrison Blue and Nicole Erickson prosecuted case on behalf of the state of Missouri. And it said for more information, then here's people do contact, but we don't need more information than that. Some things I wonder, okay, when the it's some yeah he will, won't he? Yes, he will. But now they've been protecting the culprits and putting them in a safety area a lot of times, and I think that's not fair. One thing that I wonder about this, you notice that they had called the police, right? Did the person stay with the child who's seen? Did the caller stay with the child? I don't know if the caller did or not. Because it said police found the child, right? Does that mean that the person drove on after reporting the child, or did the caller actually stay with the child, right? It could have been that the location of the guy or the person or the caller, whether it be male or female, that might not have known exactly where they were. So I don't really know. But that kind of gets to me when I seen that the police found her. And it didn't say the police got to the location or they call, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really know. And I hope to gosh for y'all, I hope Lord, please, if anybody runs into this, please don't leave the child unattended or anything. That leaves a child what could have been run over. Another predator could have come over there and grabbed the child and continued on their sadistic ways. You never know. It's like when we heard Charles Rogers, Blackstone lawyer, talking, and he was saying how John Ramsey had told him that he met Frank Floyd, when Floyd was trying to kidnap another girl, and the Floyd guy, thought that John Ramsey was fixing to come over there and stop him from kidnapping. He said, "No, man, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you." See what I'm saying? Another predator just drove up, did not help the child. Instead, what did he do? Helped kidnap that girl, in which I think she was not only raped but also murdered. But we need to be hyper vigilant. We need to speak up, speak out. Thank you, everyone. Please come to YouTube also and put the thumbs up. And thanks for whoever put the thumbs up over at Facebook. I appreciate y'all. The more you put the thumbs up over here at YouTube, the more of the word will be out here at YouTube about these cases. appreciate every one of y'all, and may God bless y'all.